everyone. Don't think anybody sees that I'm live yet. I am going to wait just a little bit and see if anybody joins. I'm going to log in on my other site and check. See if somebody is here. Looks like there might be a couple people on, but nobody's made any comments yet, so I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes before I get going. Oh, hi Michelle. Are you busy grading? Ah, well that might be good or that might be bad. So I wanted to come on and oh, hi there. Can you, painting the roses red, can you remind me of your name? Because for some reason I don't, I can't, I'm drawing a blank. Becky, that's right. I'm sorry, Becky. I used to be really good with names, and I am not good with them anymore. I think it's a result of being old. I just can't remember names anymore. so, um, so I wanted to come on and thank people who participated in the open challenge that Creative Lori and I had for the $10 Tablescape Tuesday. I wanted to extend a big thank you. Even the nickname Roses because it's oh. Well, I love roses. I have roses all over my garden. I have different colored roses in my front yard, and then I have a lot of white roses in my backyard. And I actually have a croquet set in my backyard too, Becky. So that kind of goes along with your painting the roses red name. So anyway, I wanted to come on and thank everyone for participating. We had a really big turnout. I was so happy. I think there were 30 videos. And if you take out YouTube, Becky, roses or about the names? There were about 30 videos in our playlist for the Tablescape. And if you take out Lori's and mine, that was 28. So we had 28 other participants. So that was really a great turnout. And I really enjoyed watching everyone's videos and seeing the different places and spaces that people had set up for their tablescapes. We got some counters, we got some coffee tables, and it wasn't just, like eating tablescapes. There were some other vignettes thrown in there too. So I just wanted to let everybody know that I really, really enjoyed watching all of that. And I'm looking forward to doing more of those in the future since we got such good turnout. So before I get started on my little small haul, I just thought I would ask what other people are up to today. Well, I know what Michelle's planning on doing. Oh, you're a huge rose lover. Yeah, I just love the way they look and how most of them smell. Most of mine have a fragrance because I really like to have fragrant flowers in my yard. Um, and we are so lucky here in Southern California that we can have the roses all year long and blooming. But most of mine have a few flowers on them. I don't know about yours, Becky. You're in the Inland Empire, aren't you? I don't have as many blooms on mine as I did in the late spring, early summer, but I do have a few. Just looking down to see who else is on. Oh, yours are blooming too, Michelle? That's they're so pretty when they bloom. I just love them. Um, well, I only have seems like I have a couple of you who are talking right now. Um, so yesterday when I went to lunch with my husband and one of my daughters, we noticed that in our neighborhood there was an estate sale sign. So when we were coming back from lunch, we decided we would go by there, and they were pretty much done. It was a true estate sale. It was like a house that was being cleaned out, and most of the belongings had been sold. But I went into the kitchen and I saw this stack of dishes. There were four of them, and I thought they were really pretty. I don't know if you can see those. They're clear glass and they have kind of a swirl design in the glass, and then these little beaded details here, and then this little scalloped edge right there. And there were, like I said, there were four of them, and they originally had marked them $4 a piece. You can see that. So I asked them if they would take $1 a piece for each of them. So get four of them for $4 instead of four of them for 16. And since they were trying to close out the sale right then, they said yes. So I got four of these for $4, which I thought was a really good deal. Now, did I need them? No, I didn't need them, but since I do love doing tablescapes, uh, I thought these would be nice to use. Yep, that's what I thought, Michelle. Oh, Central California. So are you in the are you along the coast in Central California? Becky, or are you more inland in the Central Valley area? I can't remember. Were you the one who said that you lived sort of between Fresno and Bakersfield? I can't remember. I'm sorry. Like I said, my memory is just not what it used to be. But yeah, so I thought I don't have any clear dishes, and there have been times when I thought, oh, it would be really nice to use some clear plates with this table that I'm setting. So I was happy that I found those dishes, and yeah, Michelle, you know I have a dish problem, but I just love my love setting tables and pretty tables. So I thought I would go ahead and pick those up. But now I have to find some things to get rid of so that I can make up for bringing some new stuff into my house. So so this week I've got to continue to go through things. I do have a video coming out on Monday. Okay, I did remember right then, between Bakersfield and Fresno. Okay. I used to have to go up to Bakersfield on business. I was in commercial real estate, and I was working for um, a lender at the time, and we had unfortunately had to foreclose on an office building in Bakersfield. So I had to go up and work with our property manager on that and the leasing agents. And so I would have to go up there at least once a quarter and make that trek. So it was about a 3.5 hour drive one way. So I'd leave really early in the morning to try to get through LA before the traffic got too bad and get up there around 9 to 10 o'clock. Yeah. Yep. I've been past a lot of those cows driving through the valley there. It's it's a lot more pleasant in the wintertime than in the summertime, I must say. But anyway, so I used to have to go up to Bakersfield about 4 times a year, and there's just not a good way to get there because I could potentially have flown up there, but by the time you get to the airport, go through security, wait for the airplane, and then go and get a rental car, it was just about the same amount of time as it would take me to drive up there. So I would usually just drive. And I try to get out of there. I'd get there about 9 to 9:30, and then I'd leave around 2 and hope that I could get back down where closer to where my office was and where I live by the end of the day. But that made for a lot of driving in one day. So, um, uh, anyway, so the other thing I thought I might do was talk about, I know I'm mostly a home decor channel, but I did want to mention for those who might be on who have a mall or shopping area nearby, that there's a store called Talbot's, and they also have an online store, and they have very nice clothes, which are usually well out of my price range. Like I'll give you an example. Their pants or slacks will often range from about $90 up over $100, but they have really good sales when they have sales. They do an initial markdown kind of mid-season, and then later on in the season they'll give you like an additional 20% off and then an additional 50% off. Well, they have now in the stores, they're having 70% off of their already marked down prices. So the initial markdown is usually like 25%, and then they went to about 50% off of that marked down price, and then they added in an additional 20%. So really it's like 60% of the markdown price, because if you take 20% of 50%, that's another 10%. Don't know if you're following me or not, but I got some really good deals on some clothes. I needed some new clothes because I actually, since I have not been working and my stress level has gone down, I have actually lost some weight, and so I needed some new clothes. So I went shopping there, and I just thought I would share a few of the things that I got so you could see what kind of good deals they have now in case you all are looking for clothing. And I'll start with the pants since I mentioned them. Okay, so these are kind of fun. These pants, they were, let's see, they're actually black with little red polka dots on them. They were originally $109. And then the markdown price was about $80. I don't know if you can see that. So then they were 50% off the 80, which was 40, and then another 20% off the 40. So they ended up being $32, which is still, you know, it's not cheap, but these are very well made pants. So, and this is actually a style that fits me. I don't know if you all are like me, but I have a hard time finding pants that fit. And the pants at this store do fit me very well. So when I can get them on sale, I like to do that. So even though they're not the cheapest pants you may find, they are extremely well made. You know, they have like on all of the inside seams, I don't know if you can see that because it's so dark, but the edges are all bound. So they're very well made pants. So I got a few pairs. They were similarly priced, and I'll just show you the different colors I got. So then they had the same style and same price and same discount. So these are a dark wash denim. It's a little hard to see. They're looking kind of gray on screen, but they are a very dark navy denim. And you can see a little better here how all of the edges of like the waistband are finished with this seaming. There's no unfinished seams in them, and the quality is just much better. Yeah, I definitely yay for less stress. So I got these, and then I got this kind of cream color. They're sort of like a corduroy but without the ridges, and I don't actually have any light colored pants. I tend not to get them, but these, because they're usually very sheer, but these are pretty thick creamy color and you actually cannot see through them. So I thought I would go ahead and get them. Same thing. These had been a little bit cheaper originally, but they were still fairly expensive initially. They were almost $90, the original price, and they were also down to that $32. And then they had these, they're kind of an olive green color, and I have a few things that are that color, but they're also a more casual jean type pants. So I was really happy about that. So if you are a curvier person, these fit really well. They have small, you know, they're a little bit smaller in the waist, but they have room for your rear end and your thigh area. So if you're like me and are more hourglass shaped and curvy and not so straight up and down, I would highly recommend you check them out. And then they had a lot of tops on sale, and these are really inexpensive. I went on the website, and a lot of their t-shirts now are going for less than $10. And so I was just really happy to find some of these. Again, they're really good quality. This one's my favorite of the ones I found. It's a knit, and it's really pretty color. Oh, hi, Lori. Didn't notice. Let me see. Hi, Manji. So I'm just showing some things I found at a Talbot store recently. They're having 70% off, well, 60% off of their already marked down clothing prices. So if you need any new clothing and you want really good quality clothing for an inexpensive price, I would recommend you check out their website or a store near you. Yes, so Lori, like I was just explaining, I'm got some pants that were originally, some of them were $109 and I got them for $32. And then like this shirt, um, let me see, it was, oh, its marked down price was $50. I think it was originally like 65 or something, but its marked down price was $50, and then there was 50% off that. So it was $25 and then another 20%, so another $5. So this shirt was $20. And yes, the quality is really nice. Yeah, I used to like Coldwater too. I didn't go shopping there very often because of the prices. But I was telling people that Talbot's has these end of season clearance sales. So you can get things really cheaply. Now, this was a cheaper shirt to begin with. It was only $32 originally, and its markdown price was $30. So then at the 50% off, it was 15, and then another 20% off was another $3 off, so it was $12. And it's a long sleeved t-shirt. And you can see here, like the t-shirts, they have this additional piece here around the collar on the inside to keep it from stretching out. And the seams are really nice. So I just wanted to let everybody know, if you're looking for some clothing, you should check them out, because I found a whole bunch of clothes recently at the store, and I got some really, really, really good deals on them. It would have cost a lot more. Yeah. So I was happy. So you'll probably be seeing me wearing some new clothing. Um, Lori and Manji, before you got on, I was thanking everybody who had participated in the Tablescape challenge that Lori, you and I had hosted earlier. And I did close the playlist this morning, and there were 28 videos other than the ones that were ours, Lori. So we had 28 other participants in our challenge. So I just wanted to come on and thank everybody who had participated in that, because I feel like that was a pretty good turnout for our very first one that we had done together. So that was neat, and I really enjoyed seeing what everybody had put together. Yeah, I was so happy we got so many people who wanted to participate in it. So I feel so thankful. Like I said, I just love watching tablescapes. That's one of the very first things I started watching on YouTube, was tablescaping videos. And so seeing what everybody had put together and how many people had shopped their homes and done the videos without going out and spending any money, that just was really nice, because that's what we were hoping people would try to do. Or if they did, we limited it to a small amount of money. Oh, yeah. I noticed in one of your videos you had said you were going to go live, Lori, and I was watching that video around the time you had said you were going to go live, and I'm like, did I miss something? And then I figured you probably had gotten busy doing something else. Yeah, and I also had wanted to do the tour, and I got it posted probably mid morning. I had filmed it, but I hadn't edited it yet. So I haven't gone back to see how many other people have put things on there. I noticed that there weren't too many people who had posted when I posted mine. There were only about 3 up when I posted mine, the Valentine home tour. But and then I shared also, in case you weren't on yet, I had, like, I need more dishes, but we had driven past an estate sale in my neighborhood and they were just closing down the sale, and I picked up some more plates. So you didn't get to see these, but um, oh, that's funny. So you were really busy decorating and doing stuff yesterday. For those of you who don't know, Lori's a home stager, so she does a YouTube channel with home decorating, and then her work involves home decorating for other people. But yeah, I thought these were really nice. They had originally been marked $4 a piece. There were four of them, but like I said, they were closing down the sale, so I got them for $1 a plate instead of $4 a plate. So I think they were overpriced to begin with, but I like them, and I thought they would come in handy in future tablescapes. So that was really all I wanted to come on and share with everybody. We were before Lori and Manji, yeah, they are. But they were shutting down the sale. They were closing in like 45 minutes, and that was going to be the end of the sale. So I think they were anxious to get rid of some things. So I was happy that they were $1 because I wasn't going to get them if they wouldn't come down off the $4. That was just way too much money. And above what I budget for myself to spend for things. Hi, Davida. Thanks for joining. I was just thanking everybody, Davida. Lori was also for participating in our tablescape challenge that we had earlier, and we were talking about how we had both been rushing to try to get our videos done for your Valentine home tour collab yesterday. So, and then I was just showing some dishes that I got at an estate sale, and I was telling everybody, if you're familiar with the store Talbot's, and if you like their clothing, they're having a really good end of season clearance on right now, where the already marked down clothing was an additional 50% off, and then another 20% off of that. So they're having some really good prices on their clothes right now. Oh, thank you. So was yours. Davida, I don't know how you have the energy and time to have so many pretty decorations out in your house. Well, I would have the energy to put it all out and look at it, but then to have to put it away afterwards, that's what I never seem to have the energy to do, is to put all the decor away once the holiday is over. So I wish I had like a little helper that would come and, once the season was done, I would be able to say, okay, now you can put the stuff away for me. But it always looks so fun and festive, and I can, oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Lori. I I had I still actually have one arrangement I made for fall in my living room, but I think it's neutral enough that I just am going to leave it out year round. But I think I keep finding here and there a few little holiday items that I thought I had put away. But so are you are you off today, Davida, or are you on a break? Lori was telling us that yesterday she had to do work and then come home. Oh, yeah, that must be it, Lori. The little elves come around and pull the stuff out again, so you keep finding it. Lori was saying she had to work yesterday, and then she wanted to make sure to have a video up for your tour, so she was running around busy. And I had filmed mine, but I hadn't edited it, so in the morning I had to quickly get on editing and putting it together. Because I didn't do too much this year. Oh, that is so funny, Davida, because I did a video this past week where I filmed it. I haven't posted it. It's going to post tomorrow on my new pantry organization because I had asked for some pantry bins for Christmas. I'd asked for practical items, so I got some new pantry organizational tools. Oh, thanks, Lori. So I recently cleaned out my pantry, and so I have a video where I'm going to show you how I now have it organized. So you and I were doing the same thing. And so I think everyone who's on here knows each other and knows that you all have channels, except for Michelle. Michelle is my oldest, not oldest in the sense of age, but the friend I have known the longest. We've known each other since high school. She does not have a YouTube channel, but I think the rest of you all have channels. You'll all know each other, and you're all subscribed to each other. But if not, let's be sure to support each other. So well, you're very busy, Michelle. Michelle is a teacher, and she teaches AP and IB, which is the International Baccalaureate biology classes, and so she does lots and lots of grading and that sort of thing. So I think if she had a YouTube channel, that would probably cause her to have a nervous breakdown if she had to do that on top of all the other work she has being a teacher. But she's been so supportive since she found out I have a channel, and she's been trying to get all her friends to watch and support us all in our channels. So thank you, Michelle. She always tells me to let her know when I go live so she can tune in and watch. And she has a lovely husky whose name is Bowie. Maybe I can take a picture of Bowie sometime so you can all see Bowie, but he's really pretty, and he has one blue eye and one brown eye. So anyway, so how's your pantry clean out going, Davida? I have had so much trouble with my pantry because it's very deep, but I think I finally have figured out the items to use that will help me keep it more organized. It's everything always was seeming to get shoved to the back of it, and I do go through periodically, usually about once a quarter. Oh, I'm sorry. I usually go through about once a quarter on mine and try to clean out everything. So I take everything off the one shelf at a time and then go through it and make sure that Nothing's past its expiration date and that sort of thing. But I think now that I've got it set up the way it is, I will be able to um, keep that from happening. So it's not a fun task. Ah, is that your a, a baby baby or a puppy baby? Manji, dog baby. Oh, okay. Yeah, all the dogs I've ever had brown eyes. Of course, cats have all different color eyes, and that's what I have now are cats. Yeah, Michelle's dog is her fitness enforcer, and it makes sure she gets her walking in every day. Oh, yeah, I don't like all of that either. So, my husband and I want to rearrange our garage, and we need to basically we want to flip how we have it organized. So, right now, the side of the garage that I park on is where my husband's workbench area is. And we have a three-car garage, and the side that my husband parks on is closer to the extra bay of the garage. And on that side of the garage, we have storage shelving. So we want to flip it from one side to the other. We want to put the storage on the side where I park because we don't need to get to those things as often. And we want to put the workbench on the other side. And the reason we didn't set it up that way initially was that we wanted more storage space, but my husband is now doing mountain biking and he works on his bike very often. Several times a week, he's doing maintenance on his bike, and he really could use his workbench to be over near where he stores his bikes. So that is going to be a big undertaking because we will literally have to take everything out of the garage and disassemble our storage shelves and all of that. And then we also have some cracks. Our house has plaster walls for some reason. So it has like the drywall board, but it's something that is specifically meant to put plaster on. So it's got a layer of that board, and then it has a layer of plaster over the top of that board. So the walls are like an inch and a half thick, but they crack very easily. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a spring break project, Michelle. Um, so we need to open up the wall area just to make sure that the cracks are superficial and that there's nothing else going on in there. Because a couple years ago we did have our house tented. There were some termites over in that area, so we just need to open up the wall, make sure we don't need to replace any of the structural pieces. So that's going to take some time too. So I am not looking forward to doing that. But anyway, so garage, not in some ways I'm looking forward to doing it because then I know it will be a lot more functional for both of us. Like right now he has his bike set up and his bike workshop area set up. Oh really, Becky? Well, that's good. I'm glad you have you've connected with them, because they have really good channels. So um, De- Davita's one of the earliest people that I found on YouTube. I can't remember how I came across her channel. It might have actually been a recommended video after I watched one of Lori's videos, because Lori was one of the first people I found too when I first started watching YouTube more um, for home decor stuff. I was used to seeing just like uh, my daughters would watch channels like gaming channels or funny channels, and um, there was this channel they used to like to watch called Good Mythical Morning. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it's these two men. They're like probably in their mid 30s, and they do funny things. So that's what I was used to seeing, and then I realized, oh, there's actually this whole community out there for home decorating and uh, home staging, and so I was looking into doing different things, and that's how I came across channels like that. So I'm really happy I did, because that was kind of what when I started watching them, I'm like, oh, that would be kind of fun to do, and maybe people would like to see what I have to do too. So I'm glad I did that, because I've met so many lovely people as as I've had my channel for a while and connected with them, like Lori and Davita and now Becky and Manji. So I'm just so happy. I had a little trepidation when I first started, because I'd heard so many bad things about YouTube and how there were all these trolls out there, and don't worry about it if people start to troll you. Well, fortunately, I haven't had any of that bad experience. I've only had good experience and met so many lovely people through doing this that I wouldn't have met otherwise. People all around the country and all around the world. So I guess I should offer another thank you to everybody for that too. But anyway, so I just wanted to come on and say hi. I can't believe I've already been on for almost 45 minutes, just chatting and doing this and that. But thank you all for joining in, and I am looking forward to continuing to uh, watch all of your videos, and thank you, Davida. So watch all of your videos and do all of your challenges and collabs to those of you who are doing them, and it's just been such a good experience. Oh yeah, I'm hoping to do these live streams on Sundays like this. I think it's a pretty good time for a lot of people. Um, as long as I have stuff to talk to you about. I may not always have stuff to talk to you about. I had told oh, okay, Davita. Well, let us know. I'll try to join in if I can. And I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. And I will, like I said, I will try to come on again. I had planned to go on last weekend, but I was feeling a little under the weather, so I didn't do it. But I'm feeling better now. So hopefully going forward, I'll be able to do this on Sundays, and we can all chat some more. Thank you, Becky. Oh, I'm sure it won't be, Davita. But if it is, it'll make us all laugh. we can all use some laughter in our life, can't we? So I hope you do go on because I'd enjoy seeing that. And but again, thank you all for watching, and I'll. Yeah, when the internet does weird things. Yeah, when Michelle had a holiday party, and she had been planning on having everyone watch my video that I did on making ribbon poinsettias. And so she was started to play that video during her holiday party so that people could watch the tutorial that I did. And I think you got into like about 20 seconds, Michelle, and then it just started buffering. And it was buffering for like 15 minutes. And I'm sitting there, and so finally we just decided, okay, well, since I'm already at the party, I can just show everyone how to do this. We don't need to watch my video. But yeah, so it just, and it wouldn't get unstuck, and we couldn't close out the window. And so I'm just letting you know, Davita, you're not the only one with internet issues. It's not your fault. It's it happens to everyone, even people who are not trying to go live, they're just trying to watch videos. So anyway, I'll keep an eye out for you going live later. Thank you all again for tuning in. And hopefully, if you're around next weekend and I have something to talk about, I will come on again and hopefully get to chat with all of you again. And once again, thank you to everyone. Thank you, Lori, so much for co hosting the challenge with me. And thank you all for tuning in today and supporting me. So, bye bye. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Davita. Bye, Lori, Angie, Becky. Talk to you all later.